Dear student, in this video I will explain how do you download PuTTY and how you can access the Linux system in our university using this PuTTY, and the credentials which you will be required to access the system. And also I will demonstrate few commands along with how to run a particular C program, how to create a file, and how to run that, compile that, and how to see the output. Everything I will explain in this video. Okay, to begin with, go to the Google website and type here PuTTY. Type PuTTY. There you will get the okay. So you see we got some results here. So first result, putty.org, you need to open that one. So then you need to click here, like there is a, you can download PuTTY here. Okay, so after that you need to scroll down and download this exe file. Okay, this one, exe file. I have already downloaded it and I saved it here. So yes, so it's PuTTY window. Okay, what you need to do is, like after you finish like downloading this one, you need to double click. So a window will look like this. Okay, here what you need to do is, like you need to give this IP address 103.206.105.92 with this port number you need to give. After this, connection type you need to select SSH, and this one, close window on exit, then you select this one, only on clean exit. Okay, after, and also here telnet. Then after selecting everything here, click open. Okay, one thing I want to say you that if you face any kind of difficulty, you just then pause the video over there and like note down those IP address and port numbers, and then you can replay the video to see the next contents. Okay, so after entering all this IP address and port number, then you can click open here. Okay, then you will get a window like this, login as. So for you the login ID would be OSD -20000, then your number is something. So these are number, maybe 30057, 30068, or 310 something. So you need to give. Then after that, for me the ID is yes, and you need to give the password also. Remember one thing, that you can't see that password over here, because in this Linux environment, the password, how many digits or how many alphanumeric characters you are entering, it will not be visible. So you need to imagine that one. I have entered the password. After entering the password, you need to hit enter. Okay, so I am entering the password here. You can see you can see that the password is entered. So after entering, I have just hit enter. Okay, entering the password, I have hit enter. Then you can see successful. You can see a message, last login, means you have entered the password and the user ID correctly. Okay, so I have seen many of the students what they are doing in the login as system. They are simply typing the ID. So ID will not be working here. So you need to type OSD - your ID. Okay, similarly the password they need to type, but they can't see that password, cursor is moving there. Okay, so here I will demonstrate few commands. Maybe for your, like, initially if you are using Linux, you need to remember here that everything what we will do in this command line interface, that using commands only. So using command you will communicate with the operating system. Okay, so one command is cal command. If you type cal command, it will simply display the calendar here. Okay, there is a calendar. See, this is July 2021 and this 22 of this month. Okay, so similarly there is a date command is also there. So it will show the date with the today is Thursday, day and month, the date and what is the time, Indian Standard Time. So something it will display. So there is a command. Using this command, you can do many things. Similarly, there is one more command, that is ls command. Ls command, what it will do, it will display all the directories and files in the current directory. For example, if I see ls, so I have created many directories over here. So you can see I have created lab 1, like lab, there is a case sensitive, you see it's a L small a b1, L capital A b1. So I have created many things. So how to see the directories? Using ls command. Okay, so ls command. After that we will see how to create a directory in Linux. So the command which is used for creating a directory is called mkdir. Okay, so mkdir, I am giving a directory name, then you need to give a directory name. The name I am giving here is new directory. Okay, it is case sensitive. You see n and d are capital. If you give some other name with all the small letters, so that will be treated as different directory. Okay, so make directory, I am giving new directory and hit enter. How do I know that the directory has been created successfully? If I type ls command, means list, you can see new directory has been created. But earlier in this whole list you can't see new directory, but here you can see new directory has been created. Okay, after you have created a directory successfully, then how to navigate to that particular directory? Okay, so I will the command used for navigating to a directory is called cd command, that is change directory. Here I need to type new directory. Okay, a new directory, and I hit enter, so it will go into that new directory. Here you can see new directory has been added after this number. Here before it is a tilde symbol, now you are in the new directory. So there you can assure that I am in the new directory. Okay, in the new directory, if I hit ls command, so it is not showing anything because the directory is empty. Okay, so now you know how to come to a particular directory, but how to go back, because you are at now at a new directory, we want to go back to the previous directory. How can you do that? You can simply type cd double dot. It means it will go to the immediate parent directory. Okay, so here you see we have just navigate to the immediate parent directory, that is in the tilde symbol. So here if you type ls command, you see all the files are there. Okay, so this is all about how to create a directory, how to navigate to the directory, how to navigate from child to parent directory or parent to child directory. So this I have demonstrated. Okay, so there is one command. You can see now my window is this command window is filled with so many lines and so many outputs and so many commands. So I want to clear this window. How can I do? I can simply type the clear command. So it will clear the window. Okay, so everything will be cleared. Okay, then there are so many commands. So Linux is filled with enormous amount of commands. If you want to read more about that, you simply go and type here Linux command with description. Okay. Yes, Linux commands with description. So you may type. You can like there are many websites they are offering this one this service, so that you can go to their website and read about the commands. So it is on your interest. Like there is one Guru 99 is there. So there you can see so many commands on the Linux. Okay. I am waiting for like one website to show its content. Here you go. See, there is a cat command is a cd change the directory command is a cd we have seen. Then there are chmod, clear command is there, clear a command line screen or window. Okay, there is a date command we have seen. Okay, so there are so many commands. If you are interested, you can you can read these commands. Okay, so in this website they are saying that with the pictorial diagram they try to demonstrate. Like the ls command also, there are so many like options we can give after ls command, so it will show different features. So we have just seen only here ls only, but after this we can give many options are there. Okay, so the thing I want to convey you that there are so many websites. If you are interested, you can go through these commands and learn, but for that you need to practice more and more. Okay, yes, mkdir command is there, we have just used it for creating a directory. Okay, now coming to our putty window. Okay, one more thing, a main point I want to tell you that if you are inactive, if you stay inactive for 10 minutes or more than 10 minutes, the putty window will be from the running state, it will go to the inactive state. In that case, you need to close the putty window and restart it. Means you need to open that one again, and like giving the IP address and port number, you need to access again. That is one case. Okay, in case of any problem occurs, you close that window and open the putty again. Then you need to fill the like IP address and port number. Then you need to open it. Fine. Now we'll see how to create a C file. So creating a C file is very easy, but using a command line interface and writing the C program, we'll see how this is done in this Linux system. Okay, to write something you need an editor. So there are number of editors available in Linux. So if you are interested, you can type here Linux editor. Okay, so there are so many editors are there. The editor is Nano editor is there. Then there is an VI editor is there. So command line text editors such as you see Nano is there, VI is there, Pico and more. But for the simplicity, I will be using Nano editor. Okay, Nano editor. How Nano editor works? Okay. So if you can see, I have created a like new directory. Then I will navigate to that. I will have cd new directory. Okay, so I am now in new directory. How to create a file using Nano editor means you need to type nano and file name. Suppose I will create one file text1 dot txt. The file name is text1 dot txt. Here after this I will hit enter. You can see a new window is there. A new window is appeared. So here I will write hello world. Hello world is in hello students. Hello students. Okay. After writing whatever you want here, then how to save that one. Here in the down you can see there are so many options. One is this is arrow for stands for control O, and here exit for control X. Okay, read file control R, where if you want to file control W. So there are things, but for the instance we will be using these two like keyboard entries, control O for saving and control O X for exit. So now I am pressing control O. See, control O means you will get a window like this. So file name to write text1.txt. Yes, so then you need to hit enter here. After that I will come out of this window. How to come out of this window? You need to like press control X. See, now I am this main window here. So how to know that the file has been created? You can do ls command. You can see text.txt is created. Okay, there are many ways to read a file here. One thing you can do is like same nano hyphen text1.txt. If you like type and hit enter, you can see the content of that file. This is one way. Okay, I will exit from here. So again I am saying how to exit. Use control X. Another way to read the content of this text1.txt is using cat command. Cat hyphen space name hyphen the file name. Cat space the file name. If you hit enter, you see the output will be displayed on the screen itself. Okay, if you want to read more about cat command, you can type Linux cat command. Okay, you see that this is a very good website to learn something. Geeks is there, so they will explain in this website. You will find more like information about cat command. This is a good website for the starting purpose. Okay, so it is loading. Okay, see here you will see the options command and the options file 1, file 2. So if you want to read more about this one, you can go to this website and read it. Okay, we have seen one method like how to create a file using nano command. Using cat command also you can create the same thing. Suppose I want to create another file using cat command. So you need to keep this symbol cat greater than symbol and file name. Suppose here I will give text2.txt. Okay, after if you hit enter, it will ask you to enter the content here itself. It will not open a new window for you. It will not change the window. It will ask you to enter the some characters here. Suppose here I will add I am testing cat command. Okay, after that you need to hit enter. But how to come out of this one? Because you can see that we are still under this cat command. We have not got this one, like not in the current cell. So how to go to the current cell? You need to press Control D, Control plus D. Okay, you see Control D is there. So now we are at the like main cell prompt. Okay, how to read the text.2.txt file? using cat command. So you can write cat test.to.txt. If you hit enter, it's saying I am testing cat command. So you know how to create a particular file using nano command and cat command also, how to read the content and also how to display the content. So using two different methods I have shown you how to do these things. Okay, so here I will clear the window again. Now in this new directory, the next task is to create a simple C file, and we will run the C file and get the output. Okay, so you know how to create a file. You already know now how to create a file using cat command. Cat command also, and also nano command also. Okay, so this we'll see in the next video lecture. So I will stop the video over here. So in the next video you will see how to create a C file, execute it, and save it and run it. Thank you.